I'm here with Eric from Watain. What are you drinking there?
I don't know, it's undefinable, but it consists of alcohol and other strange things. I don't know. Tastes okay.
It's good.
Yeah, it's alright.
Did you get it in the cocktail bar over there?
Yeah, someone gave it to me, so hopefully it's a lot of LSD and good stuff inside. I can only hope for the worst.
So what are Watain currently up to? Are you working on a new album? What are you doing?
We're finishing the tour for the last album, Sworn to the Dark. We've been touring for 2 years, almost. So we're finishing this. We're doing Wacken now and then USA in the fall. And after that we'll close all the doors to the outside and focus only on the new album.
And where in the US are you going? Everywhere?
Sorry?
Where in the US are you going?
It's a full tour. We start actually in Canada, so it's including Canada as well. And we're doing both coasts and then down to the south as well, Texas and so on. So we'll be good.
Sworn to the dark. Sworn to the dark. Sworn to the dark.
What's the difference between touring in Europe and touring in the US?
I think the US audience is much more... they're much more receptive to what we are doing. I think most Europeans are a bit... they think that all black metal bands are a gimmick and an image and everything like that, but I can feel that when we play in the US, people are a bit more open and actually understand that what we're doing is... wow, they're doing it for real, you know? And that makes it worthwhile. It's really good growing ground for sinister energies, and I think that just as they might be fed up with plastic food that McDonald's give them, they are fed up with plastic music as well, which is something that the Europeans are not really getting the difference between, I think. So in that way I really like it. I think they are a bit more grateful than the European audience, and like I said, a bit more receptive to what we are doing. So.
Do you think that's maybe because of European people have so many different bands, so many different choices, and in the US you don't really get that much metal, you know what I mean?
I don't know, I want to think that it has to do more with their cultural background, because in Europe compared to the US is very much more liberal. You know, Europe, sure we have the Vatican, but other than that, you know, it's not that... Christianity doesn't have that strong grip anymore. I mean, if you want, you can get married as a homosexual anywhere or do what the fuck you want, you know. While in the US you still have rather... yeah, you have a lot of restrictions due to cultural heritage and, you know, religious moral codes and so on. And because of that, I think that metal youth in USA feel that they have more to break free from.
So what does Watain sing about? Is it about that kind of stuff, or what is your lyrics generally about?
Yeah, in a way, I mean, speaking about it in more mundane terms, it has a lot to do with that, because Watain, first of all, is liberation. Liberation of the sorts that you do not have any restrictions whatsoever anymore. It's the breaking of every law and every order existing on this earth and in this reality.
Like, what made you decide that day that you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna start a black metal band?
I think the artistic urge has always been there, you know, in one way or another, but around 92, 93, 94, everything exploded in Scandinavia, and for me, I was rather young then, so to me this was of course very inspiring, you know. And realizing that there was a music scene whose ideologies and whose spiritual purposes I could relate to a lot, you know. So I realized that this is probably the best artistic way for me to go, and this is the way that I could express myself in most freely without any restrictions.
Thanks very much for the interview, and I hope you enjoy your drink over there. And yeah, have a great time at Wacken.
Thank you.